Hello, and welcome to this cast of a Netrunner game that was played in Sheffield at the Store Championship. Here are two players, here's some Netrunner. Let's see what we've got.
Thanks very much, Will. Yes, so I'm joined by Will this time as my guest commentator. This is the Wargames Emporium Store Champs in Sheffield, and the game we've got today is between Ed Pemberton, local boy, on the left, and Tristan van Zahn from Oxford on the right. Ed's playing Valencia and Tristan is playing Controlling the Message.
Fantastic. My favourite two IDs, with the exception of the other ones.
Yeah, I don't know. Valencia gets a bit of hate, but I don't think it's quite as bad as it used to be.
No, and certainly. I suppose there is only a certain number of blackmails now, and you can lock down them and watch their poor little face cry.
Yes, that's true. I think Wizard has taken over the medal of prime runner to hate.
Yeah.
Although Controlling the Message still dicks.
Yeah. I was like, if there's any corp I don't feel sorry for getting blackmailed to death, it's CTM.
Yes, I did see Ed's a few of Ed's other games over the day, and his deck's really interesting. So hopefully we'll see it do some of its tricks.
Oh, fantastic! Ed, I take it all back.
Okay, so we're just getting their setup hands now. This is fortunately a lot quicker than doing thrones, because we don't have to wait for everyone to prepare their setup hands. It's just get your 5 cards, get your 5 money, and go.
This is exciting.
Both players taking the money.
Which means we should be in for some fantastic contingency. And here we go. The nice thing was a quandary, another ice didn't see that one, and a remote server. We are definitely playing now.
Nice co-op opening from CTM. No hedge fund, but
a sure gamble on the other side. I think.
I've had worse.
Yep.
Draw some cards. I guess in the environment where NBN can just railgun you.
Your meat damage protection might as well be net shields at this point. So good to draw up early and try and close out the game before they've got a chance to railgun you. Another good combo against railgun I found was AD shot on Street Peddler. When they put their deck in the bin, you just access it.
Yes, that's one way to do it. Keep it secret that you've got that instant access.
And there's a big pile of money, so we're expecting this to go long. Except the Corp has got different ideas and is just sensy.
The Sensi Axis Union, I think, is one of the best assets to come out in the last few cycles.
Absolutely.
It's just really speeding up an already blisteringly, terrifyingly quick NBN.
Absolutely,
game.
and he clearly didn't have enough cards, so there's Jackson Howard. And a Mumba Virtual Torrency in the hand, which is going on the Sensis, because we want that to stay around. Your 2 trash costs, it should be fairly easy to kill it and then clear the tag. Gives you.
Yes, Mumba Virtual Tour really nice in CTM, of course, because it's a force trash.
Which means
along with that, then trace and tag, and also it's draining quite a lot of your money. So.
Or your imp tokens, which is arguable whether it's bad or good.
I think because it says pay its trash cost. If you can pay money on Mumba Virtual Tour, you have to pay money.
Oh, but if you can't, do you then have to imp?
You don't have to imp, no.
Oh, fair enough. It turns out I'm in fact wrong.
So there's a medium here from Ed, which means he could be doing some R&D pressure if he's got some early blackmails. Just get in.
Start that medium train going. And against CTM, you can normally not expect biggest dice. I mean, you can expect 1 or 2 toll booths.
Archangel's one to watch out for.
Yeah, Archangel if you're feeling it.
Although that's really nice David.
Yes.
Archangel.
Get through 3 times by going you, even though I've seen David drop off quite a lot at Nev.
Yes, you don't feel like you need it as much.
No. Which is actually worth saying. For posterity's sake, the most available pack here is Quorum, I believe.
Yeah, so we're at the end of the cycle now, and we're in the CIFA universe.
Yes, the CIFA and hopefully Tribunal universe. If someone is running Tribunal, they win the day on moral grounds alone.
More remotes, and so that's 2 more remotes from Tristan. No reason not to go wise when Ed's not super wealthy at the moment.
And he's certainly not, and doesn't appear to be checking them either.
I guess he'll want his
breakers of some description
to take advantage of that medium. Binning some cards there. I think there's a copy of medium over there in the bin, so why not?
Yeah. You don't really have the reliable pressure to be able to double medium out, especially not at this early juncture. Oh, send those in on D, we've got a medium there.
Respecting edge pressure and slowing down a little bit, or arguably Tristan's just not ready to score.
Yeah, or in an ideal world, that's the double special offer we've all been waiting for. I can dream, damn it.
Oh well.
I can, it's just pointless.
So it's an employee strike.
Alright.
Brutal.
And I think we're going to be getting the broom and getting some of those assets into the bin, hopefully.
Seems very wise. So that is a blackmail run
into the Sand.
Into the Sand.
Goodbye, Sand. And here, have this money. I didn't want it.
Clearing another remote, that's a second Sensi, so really worthwhile to clear that out. And also the third one.
Very cleverly trashing the Sensi first, seeing the money badge of virtual and saying
realising he doesn't have, making sure he deliberately doesn't have enough money.
Fantastic play.
Scoring a breaking news out of hand to clear that employee strike, why not, I suppose, and also setting up the potential rail gunning.
If it is there, we haven't seen that much influence. I don't think we've seen any.
No, we haven't seen any influence yet.
Which means we may be on the
well, one influence from that Sansan, from being on the NW there. However, he only needs... Well, that's almost all of his influence actually in CTM to take the railgun combo, because that's 6 for the 2 booms. Then you need an accelerated diagnostics and the power shutdown.
You do indeed.
Popping down
a thing
which is annoyingly shiny. I think it's a Faust though.
Please use your matte sleeves, players. Use your matte sleeves so we don't have to guess what you've taken. Otherwise, I will just say it is worm and people will laugh at you. Well, we'll wait to see if it's a Faust by seeing if he starts bidding cards.
We'll be able to work it out eventually, hopefully. Could be. I don't think it's Black Orchestra.
No.
Or maybe it's MK Ultra.
MK Ultra, but he's just running into a corner.
So exactly, he would have bounced because he can't.
Yes.
Because MK Ultra is another card going on that mobile virtual tour server.
Tends to another Sansies, or if he feels like he needs to money up a bit more, like you, if that's his plan. Oh no, it's well correct.
It's very poor actually, only on 3 credits at the top right.
Yeah, which means that may be a commercial bank. Which would put to bed whether it's relevant.
Popping a Jackson to shuffle back in that Sansan and Sensi and the Sensis. So painful.
It really does hurt.
That really efficient draw.
Yeah, really efficient draw. You pay 7 to get rid of those things, and an employee strike to make sure you get a tag from it.
So that was essentially Ed's entire turn to do that. And it's kind of been undone since Tristan didn't even have to pay to res that Sansan at the time.
Well, there's an MK Ultra in the bin.
Yeah, so that's not an MK Ultra on the bin. Yeah, that's
And
I'm going to call it, it's a Faust, everybody.
Alright, remember, he said that. If he got it wrong, you make sure to tell him in person.
Or in the most humiliating place of all, internet.
Oh, God, internet cop. Sorry, that was just Norton reminding him that he didn't know what Faust was. I'm saying you just restart the computer, restart the recording, you fucked it up.
You know, I wonder whether this was a good idea now.
Of course it was a good idea. It's me here. And the internet knows that 1 or 2 people on the internet who know me think I'm at least okay.
I think that's about as good as I can hope for, really, on this show, so yes.
If you can post and tell us that you weren't bored stiff watching this, then we will regard the day as a success.
Yeah, I think that's...
Yeah.
I'll call that even, at least. So it's been moneying up a bit, drawing up a bit, but not forcing Tristan to reveal any more ice.
No.
Checking archives as well, which we saw earlier. And pop down the same old thing, ready to re-blackmail.
Ice in front of HQ. He's really slowing down.
Well, and also he'll have to work hard to be able to pay for that, since he's still only on 5 credits at the moment.
However, we did see a resistor in his hand at one point, which means that we can assume it's at least one of those 5 pieces of ice.
Yeah, Resistor's good. I think Resistor's still very strong at the moment. Even if you're not massively tagging them, it's free.
Yeah, I certainly remember in my Omar Tag Me deck when the tags usually hit the number 12, seeing a resistor at 0 cost being 12, I wanted to bash my face off the table.
So Tristan's res a NASX for a bit more money, potentially a big burst of money later on if he's playing some sweet tweaks or whatever.
I'm a big fan of NASX. At worst, it's a pack.
Yes, I didn't quite realise how it worked at first. I thought it was so pay 2 to place that many. Oh, hang on. Oh, exciting times. He's blackmailed R&D and trashed a Zahn. Yes, as I was saying, NASX, I assumed that when it said place up to that many power counters, it was the number that you gained from that source, so 15 power counters from a restructure, but no, it is up to 2 if you spend 2, which is a lot more sensible.
And deeply saddening.
So Ed's playing an en passant in response after his blackmail run, which is a really interesting, cool combo that this deck does. So blackmailing past all the ice, en passanting it so it's gone. And hopefully never having to encounter it.
Magnificent.
That's really good. It makes you blackmail runs on centrals worthwhile because spending a blackmail to just have some accesses on centrals isn't all that worthwhile. But if you can do it and also trash the marks, then it becomes a lot better.
Fantastic. I do a similar thing in my Null deck with Run Amok, which means you can either res it or not. It's going either way.
True. Yes.
And then we've got a pad campaign on the table. That lovely old art pad campaign there.
It's very wholesome.
Looks absolutely smashing, doesn't it? The entire family gathered around the pad. Buy a pad.
It's an IP block. Hopefully we won't get DMCA'd ourselves for...
No. No. We have been saying a lot of card names. However, and if that is a Faust, then a bad time is about to be had.
Yes. That is quite a bad time.
Why not?
Two credits. I'm not sure if it's worth it anymore because there's so much tag hate, and IP block's not really that worth it to break the Faust.
No, 3 cards.
Yes, because you do, especially you don't really have to break the tag because you already got it, and you don't have to click 2.
No.
And then there's the almighty Chiashi, which makes everybody hurt. Unless you're playing it, in which case it makes a side set for that.
I don't know, I think it's also going to make the other player laugh that you spent 12 to res that thing. And you could mutate it, well, you could mutate it to it.
Look, you saw me mutate a vanilla into a Chiashi.
That's a pop-up window, a very freaky alt-art pop-up window.
Yeah.
So this is potentially a really big turn for Ed, since he now knows that R&D is essentially open.
However, that is giving the corp quite a lot of money to hard-hitting museum, or at least get back on its feet by running through that whole window.
A second pad campaign coming up from Tristan.
Important one. He's iced it.
He has iced it, probably because that's in either a Zahn server that he wants to save for later. Also, might be worth now him purging. But actually, no, he's going to score a Astro script.
That's an Astro.
That's a full bleed Astro, I think.
Yep. One. Damon on the wall.
How nice.
Oh, there's Obelisk. People only ever use half of that card.
Yes, increasing your hand size with tags seems cool, but overall probably not worth the amount of dead you're going to be.
That's right. When your hand size is 15, how much meat damage they have usually doesn't matter.
True, but then you have to save 15 cards rather than playing. You want to be using them to break with Faust or whatever. He's going in for more mediums.
Oh, and we've got a steal of something that he's put.
Sorry, that's two steals hidden behind strategic coffee.
Damn it, Ed! Why would you do this to us? Oh, that's
one of those is the breaking news. Although Tristan's got a serious advantage now that he's actually found and scored his Astro.
Making the scores now, I believe, 3-2 or
It's either three all or 3-2, depending on what that second agenda was.
And it would be helpful if Edge
now Tristan has wisely, I think, purged.
Yes, you can't have that many characters set you on medium unless you're confident.
And Ed's not looking especially wealthy right now in order to keep going into that pop-up window. Might be a money upturn. No, he's actually spooning into that window. I think that is a black orchestra, actually, because he's been paying through.
Yeah. Turns out it wasn't a Faust. We're sorry.
And now this is a nice opportunity for Ed to do another series of big medium runs.
Yeah.
Force Tristan to purge again, maybe? Or...
I think that's a good move, because then he's got to continually cycle purges unless he can get some ice down there some other way.
Yes, exactly.
I think he needs either a data raven would be nice, some sort of big, needs either some big barrier or sentry to put in front of R&D that will give him the breathing space to purge if that medium run starts getting bigger.
Ed remembering that he was supposed to have put a medium counter on there. He's supposedly a pro.
I've never heard that. I mean, he did, however, take my hard-hitting news.
He's been hit hard by news.
Yeah, a baseball bat of news in the shape of 4 tags.
The question is now whether Ed will just keep them, since he has his Obolus.
Yeah. Obolus is now online, more heavily than it perhaps should be in the eyes of some.
So Tristan's left the card in the nearest to his HQ remote unresed, which is interesting. It's potentially not it's not a Sensi because he would have flipped it up by now. So, and it could be a Zahn.
Could be a Zahn on top of the Mumbo version.
That'd be a very expensive server to run into.
And certainly it's not being checked, which is the
Exactly. The question is, what's he doing with it? Is it?
That was it. Yeah.
Absolutely no idea.
Well, that's the nature of the unrest part we just done.
Oh, it's a second medium from Ed now, so he's really blasting through. With a blackmail? I think that's a blackmail over there.
It's Jackson.
Yes, it was. Keeping it safe, I suppose, so that Ed doesn't know whether he should be rumour milling.
And there's another ice, which means really the only way to get in, unless he got some other break here. So he has got the MK Ultra bit, but the most reliable way to get through will be a blackmail, because that's going to be quite a few cards, because he's got 2 stacked mediums.
Yes. Next medium run would be 4-card scene, so getting in there would help a lot. And that's really how you beat MBN. You get them in the R&D lock and
you don't let them out.
Don't let them out, no.
Especially I found against NBN, if you let their board build, there is just a sort of critical mass where you've lost, but you're sort of waiting to lose unless you place your outs.
Exactly. Yes.
There's the closed accounts, which means Ed must have kept the tags.
Yeah, well, 4 tags. How is he going to realistically clear them?
By being clever and including paper tripping in your deck. Include paper tripping in your deck. I saw you play paper tripping.
Yes, but that was in criminal.
Yes.
So it's not influence.
Alternatively, put Aaron Moran in your deck.
I feel like there probably is at least 2 Aaron Morans in here. I'm not gonna call Ed the kind of player who wouldn't play Aaron Moran.
It's so good.
Sorry, Aaron Maron.
Aaron Moran, Maroon, whatever. Oh, and there is...
That's the global food.
Of the Psycho.
Yes. That's one way to do it, bringing himself up to 6 points. So now Ed's really on the clock, basically. Any 2-pointer that Tristan sees in this game, especially if there's another, if he's able to put down another Sensi. Deja vu from Ed, presumably for a blackmail.
And then I expect that blackmail's going into R&D, which is getting quite thin.
4 cards, he could do it here.
No. Here's where the tears begin. Oh, there we go.
That's the food.
That's 2 points, which means he's either on 3 or 4. We don't know because his coffee's in the way.
He's on 4 or 5.
Yeah, 4 or 5. I don't know because I can't count.
He's en passanting that ice there.
Yeah.
Why not, I suppose. And relaxing. But there's 15 minutes there out of hand to close the game out.
Well, that's an exchange of information.
Oh, it actually is, yes.
Yeah.
It's actually an exchange.
Yes.
Which, yet another way that Tristan could have won there.
Yeah.
So really, the clock was very much on. And, I think Ed played interestingly and dealt with the situation he was in.
Unfortunately, I didn't really get to see much of Ed's deck. I mean, we saw the en passants and blackmails.
Yeah. Maybe we'll learn a bit more about Ed's playstyle in the next game.
Hopefully, however, there is one main lesson to take from this. Play with matte sleeves so we know what cards you have played.
I can do that.
Bye.